Now going over to the business blender of the day, you have Vitamix expands their recall because of a blade issue. Good old Vitamix. How have you fallen so far? Now, personally, I love the brand, partially because I've had one ever since graduating college all those years ago from the University of Iowa. Perhaps the best ROI was the Vitamix, we got the CIA edition, not the three-letter ghost agency, but the Culinary Institute of America, which is kind of funny that it is both the CIA. But nevertheless, it's one of those things where that was one of my college graduation presents, and I love that thing. I use it 2 to 3 times a day, usually crushing very difficult or hard substances like ice, carrots, a bunch of vegetables. And that thing works like a champ. It's about a decade later, and it's still working perfectly. So overall, I love the brand, and it's one of the few things still made in the USA, or some might say made in America. Now, this is brought to us thanks to the United States Consumer Product and Safety Commission. They actually had a little article here lately. They say, quote, Vitamix reannounces and expands a recall of Accent Series and Venti Tourist Series 8-ounce and 20-ounce blending containers with the blade bases due to laceration hazard. And of course, they offer a new repair kit due to additional injuries, unfortunately. And that is a weird looking, I know we call that contraption. I have the rudimentary simple one because ironically, I work in tech when it comes to my household appliances and most of the stuff I buy. I think simpler is better. So the one I have simply has on-off button, a speed adjustment button, then another toggle button where it just goes really fast and slow. So I like very simple because again, more variables introduced, more things that can break, and more just inherently becomes less reliable. Now here's a couple of pictures where they have the Vitamix Accent Series and Venturous Series 8-ounce blending container. See a little blade on the bottom there. And they say the hazard. The containers can separate from the blade base, exposing the blades, posing a laceration hazard to consumers. Now, currently, you're recalling 569,000 units, which is quite a few to say the least. Let's see here. The remedy, they say all consumers, including consumers who participated in the 2018 recall, should immediately stop using the recalled 8-ounce and 20-ounce blended containers and blade bases and contact Vitamix for a repair kit consisting of protective plastic shroud to attach over the blade and additional instructional labels. They say, in terms of incidents, they say that Vitamix has received 27 reports of lacerations, including 11 reports prior to the 2018 recall when consumers' hand came in contact with the exposed blades. Why are you... I want to be that guy. But why are you putting your hand anywhere close near to a blade? And it looks like to be one of those weird devices where, I don't know, they have a couple knockoffs. I think Ninja's most popular one where they have the container that you drink out of and the blade is all in one for convenience, which to me, I never understood that. But yeah, why do you ever put your hand anywhere near? Now they saw that in terms of where they got these, they said that they were sold at Costco, Best Buy, Crate and Barrel, pretty much everywhere from April 2017 through May 2024, costing between $30 and $909 for the blender and blending containers when sold with other products. And recall number is rudimentary, but it's 24-276. And of course, you can reach out to them and they'll be able to tell you, here's the parts, we'll mail it to you. And it's not great for the company because obviously it's going to cost some money, not just, for the actual replacement part, but also for the shipping and logistics. And this is going to be a full-time employee for a little bit of time, I would think, as they hammer this out. And more disappointing, this is a premium product. Vitamix, my blender, what did I get it back for? So my blender, we could partially afford because it's thanks to the Bed Bath & Beyond, the OG coupon code, which it wasn't the reason they went out of business, but it is a really good deal. And I think the list price before the coupon was $449 for that Vitamix blender. That was the most expensive college gift. It was awesome. I love that thing. But again, you're paying over $300 for a blender, and again, it's made in the USA. It's highest quality. You can't have all these recalls and still have that same perception. Again, it's not like they're having recalls every day. I understand that, but it's one of those things where you have a premium brand, you want to definitely keep recalls lower, and they should be doing more quality assurance than any other of their competitors. In terms of this industry space and competition, the closest thing they have is Blendtec, which again is a great example of marketing where they used to just say, well, at Blend, they throw crap in the blender. And that's, to me, one of the reasons they became one of the most successful blending companies in history. They are also made in the USA. So if you want a heavy-duty made in the USA blender, there are really only two options. Now, in terms of knockoffs, at lower price points, I think the Ninja is probably the most popular one. And there are a lot of knockoffs, a lot of low price point options. And again, the more recalls you have, the more people are going to look at the competition, as well as looking at lower price points, thinking, well, if everything's going to break, why not get a cheaper, more economical upfront cost type of item? So, and unfortunately, there's also some lacerations, so people are suffering from this physically. Well, I was going to say physically speaking because they spent money, but also physically speaking. So definitely not good news. And Vitamix having this recall, gotta say that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.